Hello and welcome to the Dump and Chase podcast on 88.1 FM WLRA The Start. Lewis University in Romeoville, Illinois. Reid and Rebecca back in the studio. Tonight we're joined by Brett Candra and Josh DiPego, and we'll have Justin Caricato joining us later. But welcome to the show once again, guys.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, it's been a fun time last year.
So starting off, we talked to the guys last week, just kind of general season recap now that it's over. Kind of any closing thoughts on the season from either of you?
It's pretty brutal.
Yeah, it's a little upsetting, but I don't think any of us expected it to go the way it did.
Yeah, obviously with all the changes that had to be made with it and things like that. But yeah, Josh, your first year of playing college, how was that?
It was very different from past years of hockey. I'd say it's a lot more the team, the players and the captains running the team than it is just listening to coaches. So just into that was interesting. But first year was definitely one for the books.
That's good.
Would have liked to do better on the ice, but had a good time off the ice.
Yeah.
So.
Brett, you also seem to step into a little bit of a bigger role with the team this year. How was that adjustment for you?
The adjustment, I didn't really recognize it as much, but I know looking back on it, I was doing a lot more as far as just on the ice as well as off the ice.
Yeah.
There's just a lot more work to be put in.
Sure. So did that come naturally and you just kind of fit right in it?
Yeah, I mean, when it was happening, I really didn't know that I was doing more than I was last year.
Sure.
But I definitely see it now, and
Sure.
Coaches have talked to me and captains have talked to me. So
that's great. Looking into next season, hoping it starts on time in, what would it be, in September it normally starts? I can't even remember at this point. It's been so long since we've had a normal hockey season, it feels like. Looking back into that, what kind of off-season, prep will the team do, and what will you guys do to get ready to go for next season?
Personally, I'll probably hit the gym a lot more than I am right now. Hopefully get into some sort of routine, getting ready for at least conditioning myself and getting stronger in areas I'd like to.
Sure.
That's what I'm hoping for. But on-ice stuff, hopefully I'll be able to get out a couple times. I'm not sure how rinks are doing with the rata hockey or whatever, but definitely looking forward to next year and working hard to get to a point where I want to be at.
That's great. How about you, Brett?
Well, I think, just as Josh said, you got to just keep doing, keep pushing, keep working out. I think over the summer for sure, everybody needs to do something because as we all know, our season didn't go very well, and we definitely want to turn that around next year. We got a couple of new recruits coming, so there are spots that are going to be taken up. So guys definitely have to work for them next year.
Be a little bit more competitive.
Yeah.
Mark mentioned we were at the banquet on Saturday. He mentioned that there's 8 new guys coming in.
I believe so, yeah, and then there's a couple that haven't confirmed yet that are talking to.
Got it.
So.
Okay, so there's 8 coming in, and you guys, from the way that I heard it, is you guys aren't technically losing anyone either because all the seniors are coming back for another year, correct?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we're losing anybody.
No. Got it. So it'll be even larger. The bench will be even more full.
Yeah,
Everyone's going to have to cram in a little bit more.
Wasn't too full this year. But.
Are there roster caps for ACHA? Is there a minimum and maximum players?
Yeah, I believe it's, playable, so you can sit guys
or
cut guys out of games. But I believe the roster cap is 22.
22, okay. Where were you guys at this year?
We had 14 skaters and 2 goalies.
16.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought the roster looked small online, but it didn't look like that small.
Oh.
14 guys, wow. That's crazy. Mark also mentioned the North Carolina trip. Do you want to give a little bit more info on that for anyone that may be listening?
All that I know is that we might take a plane out there, so that's pretty exciting for me. I've never been on a plane to go play hockey, so
that would be cool.
But definitely looking forward to that, getting out on the East Coast playing some hockey. It should be fun, new experience. It'll be good to see what hockey's like out there, how the schools look and everything like that.
Mm-hmm. Brett, do you have any more additional information?
I think it's going to be super exciting, especially because we have the new recruits coming in. It'll be good for the young guys to see a little bit more of the action, too. Just a quick start to the season.
Have you ever traveled anywhere for hockey?
Yeah, I've gone to Colorado a couple times, and then I think St. Louis and Arizona
Got it. Okay.
So.
But nowhere on the East Coast yet.
No.
Because Mark mentioned, what school did he all mention? I'm trying to think. North Carolina was one, I remember hearing, I believe. But I can't remember the other two. Rebecca, do you remember?
I don't remember who else
I know he
said.
sent an email to us today.
Okay.
Let's see if I can pull that up.
We have some additional information. That's cool, though, traveling for hockey. That must be neat.
All it says, it's like hosted North Carolina. I don't see any teams per se.
Okay.
So
That'll be cool, though.
yeah.
Having like little, I wonder what the format's going to be, like a round robin or anything like that. That could be interesting to see how that's all done. That'll be neat, though. And then you'll be back to your full schedule. So playing, what's a full schedule considered, like 22 games ish?
22, 24.
Somewhere
I think.
around there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what you guys played
Yeah, I can't. It's
2 seasons ago.
It seems like forever ago.
It does, yeah. But it's only been like a year since your freshman season ended. But it feels like so much longer ago.
I mean, the start of the season was super weird because it wasn't a start of the season. It was basically the end, and we felt like we were just continuing on forever because we had been practicing all of fall and then into spring.
Those practices, it must have seemed like you guys were practicing forever. Because you honestly kind of were, though, but it must have been nice to get some game action, and even if they didn't, particularly go your way, but I imagine that was still good to get some game reps in.
Yeah, especially for me because I had been out of, I guess, competitive hockey for a while.
Yeah.
So definitely that first game was kind of like a shock to me.
Sure.
Just kind of jumping right back into it, but I think I was pretty quick to get back on the horse. So.
Because you transferred to Lewis, correct?
Right. So I was at UIC for a year and then transferred out and ended up coming in for the spring this year. So.
Got it. Okay. So then your last competitive hockey would have been in high school then?
Right.
Got it. So you had a little bit more time off. Yeah, you seem to adjust just fine. Playing defense from what we could see at least. Yeah,
I think Providence helped me out with that. We saw a lot of good teams, and we definitely challenged ourselves to play the better teams as much as we could.
That's good.
Going out of state and playing whatever the best that they got. So
sure, I like that. Last show we did some trivia with the guys, so we can pull up some trivia if you guys are down for that. We did some Chicago trivia, if that works. I have to find a good quiz. I can't reuse the one from last week. Or Rebecca, if you want to find one too.
Yeah, I'll look.
Ooh, Chicago trivia nights. Let's see what we got. Oh, these are like actual hosted nights. I have to find an actual survey. 25 things you might not know about Chicago. I don't think. Oh, those aren't really questions. Let's find trivia questions.
Just don't make it too hard.
You just have to wait till later in the show. We have a little. We threw a little twister at the guys last week that'll be returning for this one. So let's just say it'll test your brain power in this second to last week of classes here. I think.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, great.
And get you in the right mindset for finals. Right. How about
Yeah.
Because those are coming up soon, which is weird to think about. I mean, I can just find the same. Maybe I'll just use the same quiz as last week because that was the only good one I was able to find. All right, here we go. This is from the Chicago Sun-Times, which Jack Darcy pointed out last week is a very credible source, so it's a good one to have. Let's see. How many buildings in Chicago stand 1,000 feet tall or higher? It's on a scale from 1 to 10. I'll make sure to give you the options, too.
Probably like 4, that'd be my guess.
I'm going to say 3.
3. It is. It's 6.
6.
I think the guys last week guessed low, too.
Yeah.
Or maybe they guessed high. I can't remember.
Just trying to, picture how tall that would be.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't
Count
really.
the buildings in my brain.
Yeah. I
Think
really
about the skyline.
really can't imagine 1,000 feet tall. I don't know. It's kind of just a number. You really can't envision it very well. What was the original name for Wrigley Field?
Oh.
I know it's called the Friendly Confines. I don't know. I don't think that was a name for it, though.
Is anyone a big baseball fan? No. On the side.
I couldn't even give you one. I don't know.
I'll give you the options. They're Addison Field, Cubs Park, Weigman Park, or it's always been Wrigley.
I feel like it's always been Wrigley, but I could be wrong.
It was Weigman Park.
Weigman Park. How long ago was that?
Let's find out. Probably a while, honestly. Let's see if Google will load. All right, history of Wrigley Field. Oh, that was back in like 1916. Like way back when.
My grandma wasn't even born yet. That's
Yeah, let's see. It was I'm trying to see the part where it talks about the name. Where does this name come from? Here, we'll just do a Control F and find the word Weigman and see where it shows up. If I can spell it right. Weigman. There we go. All right. I think it. Here we go. It was like. Oh, is this like an original owner of the Cubs? Entrepreneur and sports executive. Let's see what. Okay, here we go. So he failed to acquire the Cardinals in 1911. He was one of the founders of the upstart Federal League in 1913. Oh, he acquired a majority interest in the Cubs, so early owner of the Cubs. But I don't know when it moved. I wonder when it moved to Wrigley, or the name changed. Weigman was clear. Weigman, it said something about gum. One of the new investors was chewing gum conglomerate. Oh, so Wrigley just became an investor. Interesting. That was a while ago. Wow, didn't even know that. I can see why people would think it's always been Wrigley. Let's see, next one. Lincoln Park Zoo opened after being gifted a pair of what animal from New York City? The options are lions, elks, pumas, swans, or monkeys.
What were the options again?
Lions, elks, pumas, swans, and monkeys.
Swans. I don't know.
Brett?
I would say lions. I don't know.
Lions?
Yeah.
Josh was right. It was swans.
Swans.
I feel like there's like the sign or something has swans. I feel like I've seen that before.
Oh, look at that. Okay. It says Central Park's Board of Commissioners gifted the zoo a pair of swans in 1868.
Huh?
That's a while ago. How many lines does the L train system have?
Oh, God. I've taken it too much not to know.
6 or 7?
I have to put the answer in to find out. Let's see.
4.
It's 8.
It's 8. I guess I've just taken 4 of them.
You've just taken the 4 that you know.
I know of.
That's fair. Which Chicago attraction was listed by TripAdvisor as one of the 10 most popular in the world for 2019? The options are Navy Pier, Millennium Park and the Bean, the Magnificent Mile, or the Sears Tower.
Say Millennium Park and the Bean.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that as well.
Let's see. It was the Willis Tower, or the
Really?
Sears Tower. I'm surprised the Bean wasn't up there more, because I feel like that's the thing to do when you come to Chicago.
It's expensive to go up there.
Yeah, because they have that little. Do they have like a glass box that hangs off the side that you can stand
you can
on?
go look out.
Has anyone done that?
Yeah, I did
Stare
that
at
once.
your death. You know.
Stare at your death. Have you gone, Brett, or not?
I have a long time ago.
Got
with
it.
the field trip.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sure. I feel like it's something you just like check off your list of things to do in Chicago.
Yeah, it's not very exciting, but it is scary when you get up there.
Which way does it face?
I have no idea.
I mean, I would assume that it would face like out over the lake.
Yeah.
I haven't been there in so long.
It's like sky deck. Let's see. I'm curious to see now. You would think it would go over the lake. Let's see. It looks like it faces. Oh, it's either north or south, I think. Maybe. No, maybe it faces. Maybe it faces. I think it just faces towards the rest of the city. Actually, it doesn't look like there's much of like an elaborate view off of it. Yeah, you just kind of see buildings. Why didn't they put it facing the lake? That would be really cool. Oh yeah, here's a picture of it from the exterior. It definitely faces away from the lake. Interesting. Okay, that wouldn't be my first choice for it, but whatever works, I suppose. When did the city first dye the Chicago River green to celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
You're going to have to give us options for this. It's like a history test.
1939, 1946, 1962, or 1981?
81.
Let's say 46.
It was 62.
62.
Right between your guys' answers.
Interesting.
Which of the following famous Chicago institutions opened first? The Field Museum, the Shedd Aquarium, the Museum of Science and Industry, or the Adler Planetarium?
Field Museum, I believe.
Josh?
Planetarium?
It was the Field Museum.
Yeah.
1894. It's been open for a while. I've never been to the Field Museum, though.
I think I've been there once.
Is it worth it? I think I've been to the Shedd Aquarium. What about the
museum? Wasn't it part of the World's Fair, if I'm not mistaken?
That's a great question.
Sounds right.
Yeah. That is going out of the realm of knowledge this quiz provides. Let's see. It was named. Does anyone know what it was named after?
Marshall Field?
Yeah. Wow. Was that a guess or did you know that?
Wild guess. But
Wow.
I know Marshall Fields had history in Chicago.
Big Chicago name. Yeah, look at that. It was the museum and its collections originated from the 1893 World's Columbian Expedition.
Oh, that's...
So a World's Fair, yeah.
Oh.
Wow. It was held in Chicago to celebrate the 400th anniversary of Columbus's arrival. Look at that. Interesting. The thing's been around for a while then. This one should be good for sports fans, which I imagine both of you guys are. Josh has a Bears hat on, so you know. This one should be somewhat up your alley. How many combined championships do the city's teams have? Combined NFL, NBA, MLB, and NHL.
I had to think about it.
Yeah.
Like count how many each team.
So what, like, Cubs have one? Unless they're counting
two.
like the one all. Okay, so 2.
Did you forget about the one like really early on?
Yeah.
Like 110 years ago.
Would be Bears. I don't watch football, so.
How many Super Bowls do the Bears have?
I know they've won at least one with DiPego, so there's that.
So we're up to 3.
3.
It's a good start.
I have no idea about.
The Hawks have 4, right?
No, they should have more than 4. So like, well, they have at least 4.
So then we're up to 7. What about the Bulls?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Rebecca, do you know
Might
how many?
win at least like 3, right?
Yeah.
They had to win at least a couple with Jordan, right?
Yeah.
I hope.
Does he have a ring on each hand? I feel like that might be. Or each finger. I don't know. This is tough. Trying to like.
I'll say 13, 14.
13, 14. Brett, you want to throw out a number?
I'm going to guess my hockey number. We'll go 18.
18? It's 27.
Jesus.
Wildly wrong.
Have the Sox won any World Series or not?
05.
Yeah.
05? That's the only one, though?
I think that's the only one.
They won like. Well, they have like 3
Oh,
of them.
no, it's not the
No.
only one.
Yeah.
They won one
They
way back,
have-
too.
Let's see how many the Sox have
2 or
won.
3 of them.
It doesn't tell you like a breakup of how many they've had. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so the Sox have won one in 1906, 1917, and 2005.
3, yeah.
What's with Chicago baseball teams on winning like World Series early in the 1900s and then waiting for 100 years to win one? It's like a trend. Are people going to need to wait another 100 to see another
Hopefully
one?
not.
That would be brutal. Josh, this one may be right up your alley. What Chicago pizza joint is widely credited for inventing deep dish pizza?
For inventing it?
Fat Ricky's is not an option.
We reinvented it. I don't know.
The options are Pizzeria Uno, Giordano's, Louis Malnati's, and Nancy's Pizza.
I'm going to go Lou Malnati's, but
I'll go with the first one.
Pizzeria Uno?
Yeah.
It is.
really?
That's
Yeah,
that pizza
no, it
knowledge
wasn't the
coming
old
through.
one. I know it wasn't the other ones.
Yeah, Uno is credited for making the first deep dish pizza in 1943. It's a long time ago. And now Fat Ricky's has reinvented it. By the way, the food on Saturday was really good. I've only had your guys' pizza before, and the rest of the stuff was really good too. I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, when I got to work the next day, they were asking me, hey, how's the food? We made it special for you guys.
Did you have to like go back into the kitchen after the banquet and get back to work?
Thankfully, no. I got the whole day off. Surprisingly,
I was just waiting for it to be like halfway through, and your dad comes up to you and be like, "Hey, Josh, we need some help in the kitchen." You know?
Yeah, he was talking to me before we all got started. He was like, "I bet you're happy you're not back there right now. It's like a zoo."
I can only imagine. All right, which of the following is not a nickname for the city of Chicago? The Windy City, the City of Big Shoulders, Crossroads of America, or the Second City?
The city, the Shoulders one.
The Shoulders one?
Yeah.
The Second City?
It is the Crossroads of America.
Really?
I believe Crossroads of America is Indiana. So you got to go just a bit east to get there, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know
Where
what
does that originate from?
I don't know.
Never
I'm
heard
gonna look
that.
it up
I would
now.
just assume the Crossroads of America because it's kind of central, but
yeah.
So what's the first city then if Chicago's two?
be New York.
Yeah,
Then
I
Chicago.
I was
imagine.
thinking LA would have been two.
Well, if you think of like westward expansion, go from New York to Chicago.
List of nicknames for Chicago. Here we go. All right. Second City refers to the fact that Chicago had the second largest metropolitan in the area in the U.S. from 1889 to 1984, but L.A. has since surpassed it. You could also refer to the rebuilding of the city between the Great Chicago Fire and the World's Columbian Expedition. City of Big Shoulders comes from the fifth line of Carl Sandburg's poem, Chicago. That's probably why no one knows about it. What are the... Yeah, it just describes Chicago, and one of the lines is City of Big Shoulders. All right. What was the other one that... Oh, Windy City. That one...
That's just a given.
It says that the origins of it are disputed. Why is it called the Windy City?
Yeah, I've heard different stories about that.
Yeah.
The earliest known reference to the Windy City was actually in Green Bay. Oh, did you guys steal this from Wisconsin? What? No. Yeah, okay. 4 main possibilities. Weather. Okay, it's not the windiest city in the U.S. Someplace in Kansas is. Let's see, Cincinnati rivalry. They were rivals back in the 1800s. I don't get how this...
Is it not making sense?
Not really. Windy City often appeared in the Cincinnati Sporting News. Yeah, that one doesn't make sense. There's a World's Fair myth. First person to use the term Windy City was the New York Sun editor in an article complaining about Chicago's victory in 1890 over New York in its bid to host the World's Fair. That also doesn't give much context, okay? And then politics or something like that. Oh, or the Hawk Wind or the Hawkins. The Chicago's wind is often called the Hawk. Has anyone heard that before?
Nope.
I haven't either. Huh. It seems like no one knows where this originated then. That's really interesting. All right, the more you know, I suppose. How many toppings go on a Chicago-style hot dog? Do you guys serve Chicago-style hot dogs at Fat Ricky's?
Yeah, it's 6.
6?
It's 6. I think it's 6.
This website says 7.
Mustard, onion, relish, tomato, pickle, celery salt.
You counted wrong, dude.
This says pickle spear, yellow mustard, sport peppers,
Sport peppers, I was forgetting.
relish,
Sport peppers.
diced onions,
Wow.
fresh tomatoes, and a dash
I make
of
these
celery
like all
salt.
the time. What am I doing?
I hope your dad's not listening.
You coming to work tonight?
He was listening to the last one. I don't know what I said, but he was like, "You sounded really dumb," and I was like, "Thanks."
You coming to work the next day? He's like, Josh, today you're only making hot dogs. Josh is pulling hot dog duty. Which of the following amusement park attractions was first introduced in Chicago? Bumper cars, Ferris wheel, carousel, or roller coaster?
There's a Ferris wheel, right? Because of the World
Yeah,
Fair.
I would say
Another thing from the World's Fair. Is the World's Fair like common knowledge around here? Because there's been a lot of questions
remember
relating back to the
why
World's Fair.
I know so much. I think I took like one class in high school, and it was like the cool class to take because you got to go to the city, so you learned some things.
It was like the field trip class that everyone took.
Exactly.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. You learned all about the World's Fair.
What about that? Learned a little bit about Chicago, but apparently not enough.
Let's see. Which classic American snack food was first invented in Chicago? Ho-Ho, Oreos, Twinkies, or Fig Newtons?
I don't believe it's Twinkies, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
I was going to guess Oreos.
It was Twinkies.
Ah, okay.
That high school class is coming in clutch here, bro.
Yeah.
They were first invented in 1930. I wonder if they still have like the original Twinkie that's just like still sealed in its packaging, because I feel like those things could last forever.
Probably.
And it's still fresh. You guys are both aviation students, correct?
No, I'm a finance student.
Oh, you're finance. That's right. Wow, you're one of the rare non-flight majors on the hockey team.
Yeah, I know. It was weird going in and everyone's talking about planes and stuff. I was like, in the right spot.
Brett, you're aviation flight, though,
Yeah,
correct?
Correct.
All right, this one can be more catered towards you. When did O'Hare International Airport begin offering passenger service to the public?
Is this supposed to be common knowledge?
Oh, no, let me give you the options. My bad.
I have
1946, 1950, 1955, and 1961.
I'm guessing it. 1955.
It is 1955.
All right.
Look at that. It's just that inherent aviation knowledge.
It is.
You were just born with it. It said that it opened during World War II, but didn't begin offering commercial service for more than a decade later.
Interesting.
Look at that. Who would have known? Rebecca, you've been looking for more trivia, correct?
Yeah, they're all so stupid, though.
What do we all have? Let's give one a chance, maybe. It can't be that bad, right?
Oh, wait, that one's for kids. Never mind. I found one about pizza.
Oh. Well, that's perfect.
Far away.
Which ingredient in pizza is 94% water?
Aren't mushrooms 94% water?
That's not what this says.
Ingredient in pizza?
Yes.
Are we talking just
Tomato
like
sauce?
on like cheese pizza?
It just says in
That's
pizza.
I have no idea.
94%.
Mushrooms, I feel, is a good guess.
Is it cheese?
No.
No.
No, cheese
Tomatoes.
It's tomato.
Oh.
Oh well. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fruits are full of water.
I don't really think that I don't
It's an
see
unfair
it.
question.
I don't see
It's an unfair
I don't see a
question.
tomato as an ingredient for pizza. Like that's an ingredient for the sauce, but like.
But it goes in the pizza.
Yeah, it goes in
Yeah,
the
but then
sauce.
like a sauce becomes an ingredient
I'm
of
just
its
Says
reading
own.
what it says.
Wait, I mean, you could put tomatoes on pizza.
You could.
Which.
When is National Pizza Month?
Josh?
No idea. I know they post about it on Facebook. Like, come get a slice of deep dish today. It's National Pizza Day or whatever. I have no idea.
It's October.
Wow.
Does it like answer why? Like.
It literally just says
Why
October. How many pizzas will the average consumer eat per year? 5, 10, or 15?
15.
15 for sure.
Yeah.
It sounded like it was based off experience.
It's a little low, but.
Yeah, Brett's saying those are Ricky numbers.
Yeah.
So according to this article or quiz, what is America's favorite pizza topping? Pepperoni, sausage, or mushrooms?
Better be pepperoni.
It's got to be pepperoni.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many pepperoni pizzas do you make a day?
We make more sausage, actually, than pepperoni.
Really?
I like
Yeah.
sausage more personally.
Yeah.
What do you prefer?
I do a
Josh?
combo of both.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Switch it up.
Brett?
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni. You really can't go wrong with both, but,
No, you can't.
Did we ask you what your 3 ideal pizza toppings were?
Yep.
What were they again?
sausage, green pepper, and onion.
That's right. We also settled the pineapple on pizza debate.
We did.
Which was
and
great.
when I talked to my father afterwards, he's like, you know what, I agree with you. It doesn't belong with tomato sauce, but if it's on a barbecue sauce pizza, it might work.
Look at that. The man himself has spoken that that pizza can or pineapple can belong on pizza. Wow. Brett, do you like pineapple on pizza?
I don't want to get into this discussion.
We can have Josh leave the room.
I just wouldn't consider it pizza if it's got barbecue sauce on it either. So
Really?
yeah,
Wow, but like a barbecue chicken pizza, like
call it a flatbread. Fine with that. There you go.
Call it a flatbread. I like that though.
That's it. Yeah, that's fair. Rebecca, what else you got for us?
What are the 5 key ingredients for pizza dough?
Water, flour, yeast, oil. That's all that we
4
put
for
in
5.
ours.
They said sugar.
Yeah,
Little dash of sugar in there.
some sugar.
True or false? Cheese is the most popular. That one we already answered.
It's pepperoni.
Yeah.
This is on the same quiz.
Yeah, so round 1 was just like.
Oh, there's multiple rounds? Oh, boy.
So round 2 is true or false. Approximately 1 billion pizzas are consumed each year in the U.S.
1 billion?
1 billion.
Could believe it.
Yeah, I'll go true on that.
True as well.
It's false. 3 billion.
Oh, it's more.
Oh.
Okay.
Most Americans consume pizza at least once a month.
For sure.
Hope it's once a week.
It says 93% had pizza at least once a month, and then 33 had one every 2 weeks.
Wow. What category do you fall into, Brett?
It's every Friday.
Every Friday?
It's dinner. Yep.
Where's your preferred pizza place? Do you get the pizza from on campus or off campus?
I've tried on campus a couple times. It's
a little rough.
Yeah.
Do you get it from the Den or from the Union?
There's another place. Usually from the Den. I think the Den's a little bit better, but
Oh, the Den's always so greasy, I feel.
yeah.
I had it like one time, and I think like if I tipped the pizza, like it would start like dripping off of it, which is nasty. But
It depends on if you get the pepperoni or not. I know the pepperoni is more
that's
greasy.
fair. That's fair.
But pizza place? I mean, we do go to Fat Ricky's a lot. So.
Got it. What's your go-to pizza?
Pepperoni and onions.
Classic.
Yeah.
Simple. I like it. Patty, what else we got?
I'm looking through these.
How many questions are on this quiz just about pizza?
There's 3 rounds. They're not numbered.
Oh, interesting.
I don't like any of these.
You're giving up on that one?
Yes.
Giving up on the pizza quiz?
Well, a lot of them are repeats.
Oh, okay. I just saw we got a new follower on Instagram on the show page.
Oh, yeah. I was going to mention that.
And it is Brett's mom. So she's probably listening. So shout out to Brett's mom for listening.
Nice.
You got to watch what you say now.
Hi, Mom.
Play it safe. Rebecca, do you have any other quizzes that you have pulled up? Any other fun trivia for us?
No, I don't like any of these.
What have you all found, like quiz-wise?
There's one on cars. There's one on technology.
Oh, we could try the car one. Why not? We can take a jab at it.
Try the car one.
Yeah, why not? Does anyone know anything about cars?
My brother does. He's going to be a mechanic, but I have...
Just have him text you.
Brett, you know anything about cars?
Slightly. Depends on. Let's see how hard this is.
Depends on the car.
Who is often credited with creating the world's first car?
Isn't it Henry Ford?
Yeah.
What?
Carl Benz.
Oh. What? Didn't think about that one.
Yeah, I didn't.
I didn't even know he existed.
Well, yeah, he's one half of Mercedes.
Well, I kind of figured that, but... which animal can be seen on the Porsche logo?
There's an animal on that logo.
Oh. Is it a horse?
Yep.
I feel like that's the only logo you see on a car. Unless you have like a Chevy Impala. And then
I didn't know. It's a horse.
I'm trying to think of where it is now.
And I can picture it. I can't describe it.
I can like picture. Oh, so there's like the shield and there's like a smaller one on the inside with a little horse.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. It's a little bit of a thinker right there.
How many parts, screws, and bolts included does the average car have?
What?
At least 5.
Can we get like, is this multiple choice?
No, it's not multiple choice.
Can you give us a range at least?
It's in the thousands.
There's 4 seats. There's a steering wheel. There's 1 engine.
Let's go like.
It's in the thousands.
5,000.
2,300.
Way more.
25,000.
Closer.
Oh,
Nice. I'll take that.
It's 30,000.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
interesting.
That's why my car rattles a lot. There's one of those 30,000 parts rolling around somewhere. Oh man.
Which car is often referred to as the first muscle car?
The first?
The first muscle car. Ooh.
Huh.
I'm going to go with... how long has the Mustang been in production?
Yeah.
Since
feel
like
like that's
late
just what we all-
60s, I think the Mustang came around. I think it was before that, though. Couldn't tell you.
The
I don't know
Pontiac
this one.
GTO.
Oh.
Huh.
My mind did not go to Pontiac.
You don't remember my bright yellow car?
Get like
Yeah, my parents used to own a
Camaro.
Pontiac. We used to have a Pontiac Vibe, but...
GTO, Mustang.
Who or what is the Ford Mustang named after?
a horse?
Nope.
Is this like a strange thing, or is it like
A strange
does it
thing.
make sense? Does it make sense? Do you understand like what?
I'm assuming that this makes sense. I'm gonna look it up. It's a fighter plane from World War II.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right. Okay, I definitely knew that. Just couldn't think of it. The plane was named after the horse, I think, and then the car was named after the plane.
So, I mean, it was named after the horse.
Indirectly,
Right.
by route of the plane.
Which company owns Bugatti, Lamborghini, Audi, Porsche, and Ducati?
Volkswagen.
Volkswagen, right?
Yep. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah, for the car part at least.
Wow. Okay. All right. I have some hockey trivia. A little bit more up
Okay.
your alley. We'll see how this goes. Who scored the very first goal? This is off to a bad start already. Who scored the very first goal in NHL history? Harry Hyland, Eddie Girard, Joe Malone, or Dave Ritchie? Joe Malone just sounds like a fake name that they threw in there.
Who was the first one?
Harry Hyland.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the first one.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if it was Harry. It was not.
That's-
It doesn't tell me who it was. Do you have to,
Yeah, you have to keep clicking.
have to
I'm
keep
on the
clicking.
same one.
oh, it's Dave Ritchie.
Dave Ritchie.
League's first game.
Way to go, Dave.
1 minute into the game between the Montreal Wanderers and the Toronto Arenas in 1917.
Those are both terrible names.
Yeah. Toronto Arenas.
They had those cool jerseys though, because the Leafs wear them. They're like the green ones, right?
The St. Pat's ones?
Oh no, those are St. Pat's ones. Oh no, the arenas have like the big T on the front. I think it's like a massive T, and then it's like the word arenas that they sometimes wear for like Heritage Night.
Interesting.
Huh? Look at that. The Wanderers opened the inaugural season with a 10-9 victory, but had to withdraw from the league a few weeks later after their home rink was destroyed by a fire. Oh no! Oh gosh. So then Ritchie was selected by the Senators, with whom he played the remainder of the season. Oh, so did the team just dissolve after their arena was destroyed? That's kind of
They
sad.
just gave
Sounds
up.
like a horror story. What is it?
Who was the first NHL commissioner? Mike Barnett, Wayne Gretzky, Gary Bettman, or Frank Calder?
Frank Calder.
Frank Calder. I don't know.
It's got to be.
Rebecca?
I have the thing open right here.
Oh, yeah, you have it open.
Because that's who I thought too, but it's not.
It's Gary Bettman. Bettman's the first commissioner. Calder was a league president, I believe.
Interesting.
They changed like the naming in '92, and he technically became the first commissioner. That one's a little bit of a.
It's a bit of a loophole.
It's a little bit of a gotcha there.
Yeah.
Who roared to stardom as the Golden Jet? This is a Chicago guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rebecca knows. Well, yeah, you're looking at the answer.
Well, I also have a hat with it.
Ah, okay. Options are Gordie Howe, Bobby Orr, Bobby Hull, or Wayne Gretzky.
Bobby Hull.
It is Bobby Hull.
I knew it was Hull or Orr. I was like, which Bobby is it?
Yeah.
Who was the first team to win back-to-back Stanley Cup titles? The Senators, the Vancouver Millionaires. Why did they change that name? That's a great name. The Vancouver Millionaires?
Vancouver.
That's fantastic. Like, bring it back. The Montreal Canadiens or the New York Rangers?
I'm going to go Montreal.
Yeah, I was going to say Canadians.
It's actually the Ottawa Senators.
Huh.
I think I'm pretty sure there were 2 iterations of the Senators.
I haven't won one since.
This was probably not. This was the first iteration of the Senators in 1921. They defeated the Millionaires 2-1 in a decisive Game 5. Wow, look at that. First team to win back-to-back Stanley Cup titles. Yeah, they honestly may have not have won another one since.
Yeah.
What year was the offsides rule introduced by the NHL? 1950, 1970, 1930, or 1990?
1950.
Josh?
30.
It is 30.
30.
Interesting. Could you imagine if there wasn't offsides in hockey? Just be like cherry picking all over the place. You just like sit in front of the goal waiting for a pass. And
Exactly.
Just, be a lot more high scoring, I feel. The first NHL All-Star game was held as a benefit for what injured star? Eddie Shore, Howie Morenz, Ace Bailey, or Silvio Mantha? I don't think I remember this one.
Oh, I have no idea.
Well, I'll go with Silvio.
It's Ace Bailey.
Ace Bailey.
Rebecca, did you know that one before you looked at the answer?
No, I didn't know.
No, I can see it took you 3 tries to get the right one.
Ace.
Ace Bailey. 1934 was the first one. Toronto defeated a team of All-Stars from... Wait, so Toronto played a team of other All-Stars from the other teams. So it was like Toronto versus the rest of the league. They should do that today, put the Leafs up against the rest of the league. Who was the fastest player to reach 1,000 career points? Eddie Shore, Wayne Gretzky, Guy Lafleur, or Mario Lemieux?
Lemieux?
Josh?
I'll go with Gretzky.
It was Gretzky. He did it in his 424th game.
Wow.
That's ridiculous. He had a 6-point night to reach it. That's insane. The previous record was 720 games, so he absolutely shattered it.
Yeah.
There's no way anyone's touching that again. The Oilers won 7-3 over the Kings. Which player set an NHL record in 1976 with 10 points in one game? Holy cow. Phil Esposito, Darryl Sittler, Wayne Gretzky, or Bobby Clark?
Go with Bobby Clark. Never heard that name in my life.
You never heard of Bobby Clark?
No.
I'm trying to think of who he played for. I definitely recognize the name. I can't
Can you go over the names again?
Phil Esposito and Darryl Sittler, Wayne Gretzky, or Bobby Clark? Oh, Bobby Clark played for the Flyers.
Is it Sittler?
It is Sittler.
Okay.
Did you know that, or was that a guess?
Yeah, no, I
You did?
play a lot of NHL, and I think that's one of the facts. Like, if you get that card
okay.
in the game,
Got it.
it pops up with that.
He had 6 goals and 4 assists in an 11-4 win over Boston.
Interesting.
It's the last game the Bruins goalie ever played in the NHL. Oh, no.
Wow.
He got lit up for 11 goals and just said, I'm done. I hope not. What is this question? Which NHL team once drafted a player that didn't exist? What? The Atlanta Flames, the Philadelphia Flyers, the Penguins, or the Sabres?
Sounds like something the Flames would do.
Maybe the Sabres.
It was the Sabres.
Sabres.
Also sounds like a thing the Sabres would do.
It does.
How this year's going.
Yeah. It was in 1974. They selected star center Taro Sugimoto. I probably totally butchered that. From the Japan Ice Hockey League's Tokyo Katanas in the 11th round of the NHL draft. The NHL made the pick official, and it was reported by media outlets. But he didn't exist, and neither did the team. And the GM of the Sabres didn't acknowledge the fake draft pick until just before training camp. They even had a stall set up for him and listed him on the roster. Oh my gosh. Who thought of this? Who was the mastermind behind this?
Yeah, how did he even get, like...
Yeah. Who? Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. So the hoax was created in protest of how the NHL's draft was carried out at the time, deliberately slowly via telephone, so that the rival World Hockey Association would not know who was being selected. Yeah, but who made it?
Is it just supposed to be a joke? How did this...
It must have been. Oh, wait, I think I'm finding it. All right, so... Okay, so... Oh, wait. It was created by the Sabres. He enlisted their PR director to create a fictional player. What? Why did he... Wait, so the Sabres...
Did it to themselves.
Oh, yeah, because they chose the name Katanas for the team because it's an approximation for sabers in the Japanese language because they're both swords. Why did they do this? This is so confusing. There's no way. It's become an inside joke for Sabres fans now, too. That is the weirdest thing ever. Wow. That's real interesting. All right. That's very...
Did you know that, Josh? Or were you're just guessing?
No, I was, just guessing.
Sabres.
Sounds like even more of a Sabres thing now that they created a fake player and then drafted him. At least they didn't waste like a first-round pick on him. They took him in the 11th round.
Yeah, right?
Can you imagine they have like the first overall and they take the fake player just to send a message? They're like, Who was the first player to score 50 goals in a season? Gretzky, Howe, Eddie Shore, or Maurice Richard?
Maurice Richard.
Yep. Did it in the final game of the 45 season. Look at that. Scored 50 goals in 50 games. All right. Oh, there's 8 pages of this. Holy cow, we're going to go forever.
8 pages.
We'll do one more page.
All right.
This is Hockey Trivia 2, because we're on the second page, I suppose.
Nice.
Yeah, it just keeps adding Roman numerals at the top. All right. Who was the first hockey player to win Sportsman of the Year honors from Sports Illustrated? Eddie Shore, Bob Byrne, Bobby Orr, or Wayne Gretzky?
Gretzky.
Brett?
Either of the first two. You gotta, I don't. What was the second guy? The second guy's name?
Bob Bourne?
Yeah, go with him. Yeah.
It was Bobby Orr.
Bobby Orr.
In 1970.
Interesting.
First hockey player to receive the award. This one should be a shoo-in for you guys. A hockey puck is sometimes called what?
A biscuit?
A biscuit, yes. The other options were cookie, pretzel, or wafer.
That's a terrible option.
That's the cookie.
The cookie. Yeah, you guys can pull some of those out and practice the next time. Just call it the pretzel halfway through and see what happens. Can really throw off some
Coach,
guys.
we need more pretzels.
That's great. Mark would probably give you the strangest look.
Yeah.
He'd be like, well, what did you say? That's great. Let's see. I doubt anyone's going to get this one, but we'll give it a stab anyway. In 1993, Chris Draper was traded to the Detroit Red Wings for how much? This is a dollar amount.
Oh, it's $1. It's not like a bag of pucks or anything.
No, it's not a bag of pretzels.
$100.
$1.
It was $1.
Ah, nice.
He's called the $1 man.
The $1.
He played over 1,000 games in a Red Wings jersey and won 4 Stanley Cups, though, so it must have been worth it for Detroit.
Yeah, right.
It's like the steal of all
the
steals.
century, yeah.
Yeah.
All time.
It's even better than how, Boston just got Taylor Hall for like nothing from the Sabres. The Sabres are desperate to trade guys away, I suppose. Let's see. The Stanley Cup has been used as a blank. The options are, this is weird, a baptismal font, a toilet, a cereal bowl, or all of them.
All of them.
It is all of them.
Yeah.
Who used it as a toilet? Red Kelly placed his infant son in the cup while posing for pictures, only to discover his son had an accident in the cup. Oh gosh!
Nice.
Imagine explaining that to the league, being like, "Sorry," but things happen. Who was the only player to be suspended for life? Billy Coutu, Coutu. If anyone wants to take a jab at that, Eddie Shore, Ted Green, or Rafi Torres. I wonder who this is. Any guesses?
No guess, Josh?
Torres, I guess.
Yeah, Torres.
It was Billy Coutu, however you say his name. He started a bench clearing brawl in 1927. He brutally assaulted a referee.
Nice.
Possibly at the request of the coach, Art Ross. And he resulted in a lifelong suspension. It was eventually lifted at the insistence of the Canadiens owner, but he never played in the NHL again. Wow. Here's something more current that we don't go back into the early 1900s for. How many years did it take the Vegas Golden Knights to reach the Stanley Cup final?
Just the finals?
Just the finals.
That was their first year,
Yeah,
right?
it was their first year.
It was, yes. Yeah, and then we came up short, which is sad, but tough times this season. Which player is part of the only father-son duo to each score 1,000 career points? Options are Mike Foligno, Gordie Howe, Brett Hull, or Jan Stastny.
Is it Brett Hull?
It is.
Okay. Pretty good.
Yeah, because it's... Oh, yeah, because... Okay, so it was Brett Hull and Brent Hull.
Yeah.
Those names are too close together.
Yeah.
Wow. Which number 1 overall pick refused to play for the Quebec Nordiques? Eric Lindros, Owen Nolan, Matt Sundin, or Curtis Lethizian. I think that's how you say his name. I don't know who this is.
Nothing? I don't know. Lindros?
It was Lindros.
Oh, okay.
You're on a roll.
He didn't want to play for the new Nordiques, even refused to wear the team's jersey for press photographs.
Wow.
That's rough. On advice from his mother, he refused to sign a contract and began a holdout that lasted over a year.
Was he from like a rivalry town in Canada? Is that why I was?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I feel like that would be the only reason that he would not want to.
He's from Ontario.
And where?
This is so bizarre. So he'd signal in advance that he wouldn't play for the Nordiques, citing the ownership of the team.
Huh.
That's real interesting. Well, I guess it makes sense because they moved not long after. That was 91, and they moved in 95. Wow, the man just saw into the future and said he didn't want anything to do with it.
Yeah.
So the holdout lasted for a year, and then he was traded to the Flyers. In exchange for 5 players, the rights to Peter Forsberg, 2 first-round draft picks, and $15 million.
Jesus.
Oh, my gosh. Good Lord. It turned the Nordiques into a Stanley Cup contender almost overnight. And in hindsight, it's one of the most one-sided deals in sports history. Yeah, no kidding. You gave up half your team for one guy.
Yeah.
5. Good Lord, that's ridiculous.
They really wanted to get rid of him, I suppose.
Yeah, that's crazy. This one's a little bit more specific. How many different Minnesota North Stars players scored goals against the Winnipeg Jets on November 11th, 1981? 10, 11, 9, or 8?
11.
It was 11.
Just guess the highest number.
They won 15-2 over the Winnipeg Jets.
15-2.
That's rough.
Huh.
Poor Winnipeg. First iteration Winnipeg Jets. All right, last question from this one. Who is the youngest NHL captain to ever hoist the Stanley Cup? Jonathan Toews, Sidney Crosby, Scott Niedermayer, or Connor McDavid? Well, we know which one it isn't.
Crosby?
Josh?
Oh, wait. What was the question again? The question?
Youngest NHL captain to hoist the Stanley Cup.
Yeah. Was it Crosby? No?
Crosby.
Crosby?
Yeah.
It was... Wait. Hold up. It was Sidney Crosby.
Yeah.
My quiz was bugged there for a minute. He was 21 years and 10 months old. Wow. I'm 21 and I haven't hoisted a Stanley Cup yet.
Let alone be the captain of a professional hockey or professional sport team at all. Like, that's crazy.
I remember when I'd watch the NHL draft and the guys were older than me. And now I'm watching and they're all younger.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that 18-year-old guy is just about to sign an entry-level contract and make millions of dollars. And here I am in college.
Yeah. It was pretty crazy watching. I think it was last year when who got drafted. I forgot what his last name was. One of my old coaches, his son was being drafted, so we got to see him on TV. And
that's cool.
Yeah.
Was he a first rounder too?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No way. Now I want to know who it is.
Yeah, no, I can't.
That would have been the 20.
Trying to remember the last name.
The 2020 draft.
Last year was whatever. I think it would be my draft, so I would believe it'd be 2020.
Did you enter the draft, Brett?
No.
Can anyone just enter the NHL draft? Because I know you can for the NBA. The NBA, you just send a letter into the league saying that you want to enter.
I'm pretty sure you can. I don't.
You can just declare for it.
Yeah.
All right. So 2020, that was when.
Probably top 20.
That's when Alexis Lafreniere was drafted first overall. All right. So I imagine this guy is American, right?
Yes.
All right. There's a Jake Sanderson taken 5th overall.
No.
No. Brendan Brisson.
No. It may have been.
Those are the only 2 Americans for that draft.
Go to 19 then.
Go to 19? All right. Let's check that one. Try to hunt this guy down and see who it is. All right. Was it Jack Hughes taken first overall?
No, it wasn't Jack Hughes.
Alex Turcotte?
Yes, Turcotte.
It was.
Yes.
And he's the son of...
Alfie Turcotte.
And he was one of your coaches?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, look at that. He's from Island Lake, Illinois.
Oh.
Where is that?
I have no idea.
Oh, it's in one of the northern counties right by the border. Wow, look at that. So you have connections to an NHL player? Is that what you're telling us, Brett?
If he remembers me. I'm not.
Did you ever play with him, or did you just know his dad?
I just knew his dad.
Knew his dad. Okay, got it. But you still got coached by the dad of an NHL player.
Yeah.
That's got to be worth something, right?
Yeah, I mean, first rounder, too. So.
Yeah, you can put that somewhere on your hockey resume.
Get it laminated, put it on my wall.
Brett Candra, coached by father of first-round draft pick. The loosest connection you could find. But it'll do. Have you guys been watching any of the NHL this season? Been following it at all?
Not very closely.
Nah, I don't usually watch much of anything. But
are the Hawks doing any good, Rebecca?
That's a great question.
I think they're doing okay. They were doing well at the beginning, I believe.
They got to a decent start once they figured out their goalie situation.
Wow.
Because weren't they trying out 4 different goalies to find a starter?
I think they're
point?
still might be doing that. I don't know.
Let's see. The Hawks they're sitting at 5th. They're 2 points behind Nashville.
Yeah.
So that's not bad.
Yeah.
Any predictions on who's going to win the Stanley Cup?
No.
Rebecca?
Not really.
A team.
A team.
A team.
I haven't been following the NHL recently.
Yeah.
Any team.
I only really follow Vegas, so I'll go for them. We're gonna have an end of season surge where our scoring will pick up. Hopefully,
The Blackhawks.
The Blackhawks are gonna come from. I mean, they still have a chance.
They will win.
They have to get through Tampa Bay though, because they're somehow in the Central Division together.
Yeah, I feel like I was watching it a little bit just because my roommates would have it on, but I think they played like 3 games in a row against Tampa, and they were up in every single one of them until the third period.
Oh, no.
And then just lost every time.
Rebecca and I, we were watching a Hawks game the one time, and they were playing the Knights, right? And, like, I think it was, like, they went into, like, a shootout or something, and the Knights ended. This was a while ago at the station. But then, like, the Knights ended up winning, so I was happy, and you weren't. That's all I remember.
Oh, yeah, because somebody was yelling at me. They were like, yeah, I could hear you from down the hall.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, because we get very excited when we're watching hockey, yeah. The Knights are playing tonight, though, so I'll be doing that after this. But let's see what time. It's 7:11. Justin should be here soon, correct? The arrival is imminent.
See what he's doing.
I imagine he has flight stuff. I wonder if Justin's on his way.
Yeah.
Well, we can take a quick break, and maybe Justin will show up in the time, but he should be here shortly. But you're listening to the Dumb and Chase podcast on 88.1. We'll be back with more hockey talk right after this. Welcome back to the Dumb and Chase podcast on 88.1 FM, WLRA, the Start, Lewis University. In Romeoville, Illinois, Reid and Rebecca back, joined by Brett Candra and Josh DiPego. Justin unable to make it tonight.
Fortunately.
Because he has work to do or something of that nature.
Yeah.
School.
Just blowing us off, basically.
Max Krause is also supposed to join us, but we got word prior to the show starting.
Can we talk about that? How do you dislocate a toe?
He suffered an unfortunate injury and is unable to make it. Yeah, he dislocated a toe.
My guess would be like falling down the stairs.
Yeah, it has to be some like fluke thing, right?
Kicked something.
Would you dislocate or would you just break it at that point?
I don't know.
See what Google says. How do you dislocate your toe?
Probably. How do you dislocate?
Jamming your toe or any injury that causes bending or twisting. Ugh. You may also hear a tearing or snapping noise. Oh gosh, your toe may look crooked or out of alignment.
Guaranteed, did it to himself just so he didn't have to come. It's really bogus.
It's a really bad way to get out of something.
I need to see proof. You may be lying.
You need to see proof. Oh,
although I don't know if he'd lie about something like that. It's kind of a
dislocating your toe.
Yeah, I don't know.
I had a friend in high school that he was using it's like a hydraulic wood cutter or something, and he nicked part of his finger off.
Oh.
And I was at work, and he was supposed to work that night, and my boss comes with me, and he's like, yeah, so Nathan can't make it today. He cut part of his finger off. I'm like, no way. I'm like, he's just making something up. So I text him. I'm like, did you cut your finger off? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, no way. And then he sent me a picture. I'm like, okay, I really didn't want to see that, but yeah, it happened. I don't know. Maybe, yeah. I hope that Max didn't purposely dislocate his toe. That would be brutal. But we have a new segment tonight, which is one of our favorite ones from last week. This is what we like to call Flyers Hockey Math. Oh. So we have come up with a variety of math problems using jersey numbers from the hockey team. So it instead of being 5 plus 6, it'll be player plus player, and all of the answers are also another player's number.
So I see that Rebecca is pulling out pieces of paper.
Yes.
How elaborate are these math problems?
For you guys, they're easy. For next show, they're pretty hard.
So is this one? Are we just using the same ones from last?
No.
No, we have new ones.
Oh, just get
it's kind of like the Pacer test, if you remember that. It gets more difficult as it goes on.
Interesting.
They're not that hard, I promise.
We don't have the annoying soundtrack that goes with it though, but we can make one up if we want it.
I uploaded 2 minutes of it.
Yeah, but we haven't made one for this. Can't play the Pacer test soundtrack while this is going. You got to focus. So speaking of which, Rebecca and I figured this out. When you guys did the Pacer test, did you have a male or female voice on the narration for it?
It was male.
Yeah, it was always male.
Okay, because Rebecca had a female.
Oh.
And I've never heard of that before, so I was really surprised.
It's always a deep monotone voice.
The test will begin on the word start.
Always had the female, even in high school.
Ready, start. It's so bad. That just brings back bad memories of the Pacer test. Anyway, we got some paper for you guys. You guys can use a calculator. whatever you need to complete the problems. And the fun thing about this is that this will not only test your math skills with 2 weeks to go in the semester, but it'll also test your knowledge of the roster and jersey numbers.
Yep.
So we'll see how that goes as well. How much of the roster would you say you guys know for jersey number-wise?
I think I know it pretty well. It'll just be like, is that his number, or is it maybe he's 13 instead of 14?
I feel like there'd be a couple close calls.
Okay. All right, Rebecca, take it away with the first one.
So the first one is Reedy minus Darcy.
Reedy minus Darcy.
Oh, you come back with a player's name?
These all equal a player, yes.
That's Jack Pusatera. Really?
What number is
What did
Pooch
you-
now?
Poos is 6.
What did you say for
Reedy's 91.
91? And
Darcy's 86.
Did I do my math wrong?
No.
I hope my mom's not listening.
Yeah, you did. You did
I
the math
did?
wrong. No, you didn't.
It's
No,
5.
No, you didn't. You
It's
didn't.
5.
You didn't.
So
No.
that's Johnston.
John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnson.
Oh, you should hear
Gosh, you got
My
me
math was
confused.
wrong.
Your math was wrong. Well, this is gonna go well.
Good start, guys.
Probably no
The
one.
next one's Morrow plus Poos.
So 9 plus Pusatera. Well, you thought you knew Pusatera's. What's Pus?
6.
6.
Yeah.
So
It was one off. It wasn't that bad.
15.
What? Where are you getting that number?
What do you 9 plus 6? Who's
Oh.
what?
Well, I thought Mora was 19.
That would be Ligas.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Josh is over there looking for a number 25.
It's like out of
Yeah.
No, we don't have a 25. So 15.
Your hint is we talked about him
I would say
earlier.
you guys are going to hate us when we tell you who this is.
We talked about him earlier. Oh.
We literally just talked
Yeah. Oh
about
God. Is it Kraus?
Yeah.
Kraus, I hope you're listening.
It's a good thing you didn't come tonight, or else you could be a little mad at you guys.
So the next one is in parentheses, DiPego plus Ligas, and then minus Bishop.
See how the order of operations go for you guys. This is fun for me because I don't know these problems either. 'cause
Are you
they're
doing them along
Can we
with
get the
I'm
question
keeping them
again?
in my mind.
So in parentheses, DiPego plus Ligas, and then that answer minus Bishop.
What's your number?
What?
What's your number?
Rebecca, does this
21?
one work out
So
properly?
21.
It should.
Equal. Oh, we have to figure.
Yeah, it works out.
Does this give a whole number?
Yes.
40 minus
We're
20.
not gonna
It's
pull it
me.
easy.
Oh,
get
it's a
decimal. Yeah.
minus.
Yeah, it's me.
I was thinking it was division
Yeah,
at first.
No, division comes later.
Oh gosh.
21. It's a good number.
Wait, so what was the answer?
Brett.
Brett. Okay, got it. Look at that.
So in parentheses, Ernsting minus Fisher, and then that minus Caricato.
Oh, Fisher.
Wait, what number is Justin?
I feel like he's 1.
One of them is 1, right?
I feel like. Oh God.
Is Fisher like 42?
I have no idea what Fisher is. She's shaking her head no.
No.
It's not 42.
Fisher's not 42.
Ernsting.
We'll give you a hint on Fisher. Fisher doesn't wear a traditional goalie number. Well, kind of.
Is he 00?
If
No.
Can you be 00?
I don't know.
Can you be 10?
Somebody try it next season.
Yeah.
I feel like it's possible.
I
Why
should have
not?
done that.
So
Think about
let's
that.
say
Fisher has the same number as a former Hawks goalie.
yes. That's where
So
I was
he's
going.
55,
Okay.
right? That
Guess
sounds
so.
right. He's not 55. That sounded so
close.
right.
Is it right?
56.
Is it 51?
Josh has shot
Closer.
high and low on this one.
Is he 50?
Hmm.
Oh, 50. It's 50.
Wow.
Close.
You
She
learn
said
something
close.
new every day. Was it Ernsting minus
Ernsting
Fisher?
minus Fisher, yeah. And then minus Caricato.
Is he 1?
I feel if
He's
he's
13.
50, then he's 1. This is all minus.
Yes.
No, he can't be 1.
No, one was Edling.
Yeah, he can't be 1.
Oh God.
You were right, and one is a goalie.
We'll
but
cut
not-
Brett some slack, though. That was a long time ago.
Wait, is it 31 then?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Colton was a whole pandemic ago.
He's still my goalie at heart.
That can be our...
The grandpa, as Justin called him.
Yeah.
Grandpa.
That can be our unit of time for going back to last season. It was a
One
pandemic ago. Yeah.
So that one's Pusatera.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, dude.
Thanks.
Nice math.
So this one is, in parentheses, Caricato plus Candra, and then plus Darcy, and then all of that's divided by Morrow.
Oh my gosh. You're brutal.
It's not that. They're all simple
wait,
numbers.
slow that down. Okay.
You said Caricato.
Caricato plus Candra
Okay.
plus Darcy. That answer is divided by Morrow.
Oh no, what number is Jack? Oh, divided by Morrow?
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, we
okay.
should know what was.
Darcy's 86.
I almost blanked on
86.
Jack's number.
Oh God. Well, this is why we have a calculator. It's Kraus again.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, did you make Kraus the
We're
answer
getting
for two
good
of
at
them?
this, man.
I think I used every number twice.
Heck yeah, we.
Oh, okay.
So this one is going to be Reedy minus Fisher minus Kraus times Johnson all over Sharp.
Oh my gosh.
I'll show you some of the
You're
ones
brutal.
I made for next show.
Reedy minus
Johnson
Fisher.
or Fisher? Was it? What? Yeah. Okay.
Reedy
Fisher.
minus Fisher minus Cross. It's a lot of minuses.
What number is... Okay, that's
Minus
Kraus.
Johnson.
Times Johnson.
Oh, times
Johnson. I didn't do that right.
Which one?
The one from this year.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh, yeah, there was Johnson last year.
What,
What was it again, Patty?
Reedy minus Fisher minus Kraus
Okay.
times Johnson. All of that divided by Sharp.
Oh, divided by Sharp. I forgot that part. What number is Sharp?
10.
10. That's right.
You call the games. You should be the one who knows
Yeah,
the roster.
I got a number that's not on the roster.
All right. So what do you got over there, dude?
We need to hop on the
I
calculator real
definitely
quick.
did something wrong. Oh, no.
Yeah, you did something wrong because I
Hold
still
up.
got the right answer.
Reedy minus Fisher
Mhm.
minus... Who?
Kraus.
Minus Kraus. Times Johnson.
Yes.
So,
Oh, divided by...
It's what?
Ah.
Gore.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Gore.
It is.
Matt Gore.
Matt
He's
Gore.
Do you
got
want
final
to see
answer.
the
He's got
problem
it.
I made for next week?
He's got it.
Is that the last one for this week?
Yeah.
Oh, we can show the behemoth for next week?
That's the last problem I have for next week.
Oh my
Somebody
God.
gave me the idea of square roots and exponents.
That's thanks to our wonderful mass media research class where we were doing...
No, that was you.
Yeah, but I got it from...
Nice.
Yeah.
I got it from that class, though.
So you
You're
guys got off
really
easy.
expecting
I know.
a lot.
We're having...
Who's on next week?
Yeah.
All the letters.
Wait,
Ernie,
who's on next
Ernie,
week?
Partial, Morrow, and Bishop.
Oh, the captain. did.
So if they come back to the section, Brett, and are just gassed after the show... because their brain power has been used up throughout it all.
Oops. It's still pretty easy though. Like,
Those ones weren't bad.
I did it all by hand.
The square root one?
Yeah.
Yeah, but your mom's a math teacher. Like, you have like a cheat code there.
So for that one, you might want to like write it out on the piece of paper first, and then just hand us the piece of paper with that.
Oh,
on there.
yeah, we should we can give you like an actual math quiz.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that one's going to be a pain to read off, let's be real. That's going to be an absolute mess.
Square root of poos squared. I shouldn't even remember. There's a lot to that one.
There's that one's going to be a little bit of a mind bender right there, but we'll see how it goes
It'll be
next week.
entertaining.
Got to remember PEMDAS too.
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing.
Okay.
It'll be interesting.
No kidding.
Partial has talked about before about how he doesn't know a lot of the numbers on the roster either.
Yeah.
So that one's going to be interesting.
He's got them down more than I do. I mean, except for the goalies, of course.
Except for the goalies, yeah. We guys both thought there was a number one somewhere floating around.
It sounds so right.
Well, it's 31.
It does,
So.
yeah. Yeah, it does sound so right because it's a very traditional goalie number. But yeah, that was the second edition of Flyers Hockey Math. Thanks for playing along, Rebecca.
Did we pass?
You did pass.
And I have cookies for
She
participating.
actually has cookies.
I do. And they're from Quick Trip.
Oh, what? Quick trip.
Yeah, so there's M&M and then chocolate chip.
How are you about to just put these in front of us?
Oh, wow. That's a lot of cookies.
You got a lot of cookies.
Yeah.
There's only 3 of us in this room.
Yeah, but they're still next show.
You guys don't have to go through all the cookies tonight. This isn't like another challenge for the show to eat all the cookies. We have to save some for next week, though, because we got to make sure that there's some for Partial.
Yes. Yeah, I was about to say.
If Partial finds out that everyone else got Quick Trip cookies instead of him, he'd be very mad. I would not want to see that. But we've reached the point in the show where we'll turn it over to you guys if you have any questions for us that you would like to ask. Rebecca, you can get the question sheet open once again, but you guys can fire away if you want to come up with your own math problems.
I guess I do have one. So, like, I know you guys are used to, like, the whole game and fans and everything at our games.
Yeah.
Like, how was it weird, like, the first couple times, like, recording us and going to our games where there's just nobody there?
A little.
It definitely felt really, like, empty where we were.
Okay.
Because we're normally used to, like
little kids running around.
There's the fans from your guys' game on the railing that we're up against. There's fans from the rink behind us on the railing across there. And then there's, like, 3 youth teams just running around doing their own thing behind us, like, hitting a ball around everywhere, So, like, yeah, it was kind of weird, like, not having, like, a ton of, like, commotion behind us. That was a little odd. And even just not having as many fans in the building, that was definitely a little bit interesting. And obviously, like, the whole, like, procedure for checking in and stuff and all that was something new. But, yeah, it wasn't too bad. Definitely just not having, like, as much stuff around us was kind of odd. It was kind of nice, though, because we didn't have to worry about, like, a kid running into a camera or anything like that. Because I feel like we've had a couple close calls.
Somebody hit a camera last year.
Someone hit a camera?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. When did that happen?
I can't remember what game it was.
I don't remember that.
I think you were in the bathroom, that's why.
Oh, what was it, during an intermission of just children just running around? Yeah, it kind of gets hectic up there a little bit because, like, all of, like, the youth kids come up there with their hockey sticks and, like, they'll make, like, a ball out of paper and they'll start whacking that thing around, and we're like, there's, like, an actual ball and then it, like, rolls off the edge. That was probably the biggest adjustment, though, was just just a lot less people in the building.
All right, I got a question. Would you guys consider a hot dog to be a sandwich? Kind of one of those.
I think Zach Bishop asked us the same question.
Really?
No, he didn't.
No?
We were gonna ask him that.
What did he ask?
He said, "Is
Is
water
water wet?"
And then
yeah.
a cereal soup.
Cereals.
And then we got to hear Partial soup rant.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, a hot dog's just
The hot dog is the hot dog. Yeah, like, you need the bun to make it like a sandwich, I suppose.
So I guess I'm saying, like, a hot dog in a bun.
Oh, like the full
yeah,
package.
like
Is that a sandwich?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really
either a sandwich or a taco. It depends.
See, like, a part of me wants to say no, but, like, then again, like, if you get like a meatball, like, sub from, like, Subway, that's essentially like a hot dog, but, like, you take the hot dog and put some meatballs in, like, similar bun style, and that's considered a sandwich.
Right. Same with any other sub.
Yeah. I feel like it, like, has to be a sandwich then.
It's gotta be.
What do you guys think?
That's my stance. If you call a sub a sandwich,
If you call a sub a sandwich, then a hot dog has to be
a sandwich.
Yeah.
Brett?
I agree with that.
The logic sounds...
Sound logic.
Yeah, it sounds right. It's weird to think about, but it kind of makes sense. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of a mind bender there.
That's the question that got our minds going.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
All right, so I have another one. So, like, on the team, who would you think would be the arm wrestling champion?
Ooh. I'm trying not to go off of answers we've heard in the past from you guys, because we always ask this one.
Yeah.
I still feel like it would be Partial.
Yeah, I could see Partial or Ernie. That's what everyone says. Maybe Darcy.
Darcy does have some strange strength to him.
Strange strength.
Yes.
What is strength?
He just looks like he's like he's not like the biggest guy.
Sure.
But he's definitely a lot stronger than you think he would be.
That's fair. I'm trying to think if there would be anyone that would be like a dark horse that you wouldn't expect.
Somebody said Ligas would be.
Yeah, someone said that Ligas has like the farm boy strength.
No, absolutely not. No.
Absolutely. Brett does not agree.
Do not agree. I hope he's listening.
Yeah, I'd probably go with maybe Darcy. Darcy could be able to squeak it out. Maybe like top 4 at least. Top four at least, like
right.
final 4 for Jack. Any
I
other
know.
questions?
I know we talked about superstitions in the locker room last time I was on. Do you guys have any superstitions? Going throughout your day, you wake up, brush your teeth a certain way, or do a certain thing before something else. Anything like that?
Just general superstitions. That's
or
a
even
good one.
before our games,
Like
you
when
guys
I
do something specific, so in hopes we win.
We always make a circle and say a chant. No, kidding. No.
I wouldn't say it's superstition. It's just I do the same thing every time, just because I usually wake up a couple hours before your guys' games.
Taking a little nap before the game.
Yeah. Because my roommate has a cat, and he likes to play with this one loud toy at like 2 a.m.
Oh, okay.
That's rough.
So.
Any superstitions before the game? Not really. I don't know, like double check all the equipment, like double and triple check to make sure everything's working, honestly, so we don't lose audio halfway through. Yeah. Probably just like equipment stuff. I don't know if you'd call that a superstition or just kind of like.
Well, I mean, that's basically what we do,
Yeah, that's true.
We're just preparing, making sure that we're ready.
That's fair. Yeah, we do all of our checks too. Yeah, because we almost ran into a problem the first game we did this semester. We were using a new video switcher for the cameras, and we were connecting the audio in a different way. And I hadn't checked it, or I checked like everything but the audio prior to going over. And like the cable that was taking it from, where were we even taking it from? Like taking it from the mixer to the switcher, like the cable was just horrible. So there's like a ton of interference on the line. And like I'm looking at the audio level and it's like always up. I'm like, something's not right. So we ended up plugging a pair of headphones in and it's all staticky. I'm like, this isn't going to work. So then like with like a half hour to go, we had to figure out some solution, but we luckily did. Or that could have been interesting. But yeah, probably just like equipment checks, making sure that stuff's all good to go. Readjusting cameras when they turn all the lights on, which is fun because Camlin always flips the switch like a half hour to go. That's about it though. No other like day-to-day superstitions though. Like I don't know. I always put like on my left sock first, I suppose. I'm just left-handed though, so that's
no, it's just whichever one I grab first.
That's not much of a superstition. Yeah, it's just natural. Yeah. Just whichever one you grab first, Rebecca?
Yeah.
What? I can't do that. That's weird. If I put my right sock on first, that's weird.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, she probably never thinks about it. She does 1 foot at a time.
1 foot at a time, yeah.
You do like one specifically that you just don't realize it. You probably do.
I'm going to ask my roommate to watch me put on socks.
You definitely. I feel like everybody does.
Everyone
that.
has to have like their routine.
Because there's no like unless you do you have specific socks for like your left?
Yeah,
and
are
your
they
right
labeled L and R?
No.
I used to have socks like that.
Mismatched. I can't talk.
Mismatched? Yeah, I don't know. That's really like the only superstition I'd say. Nothing too special.
I had a question. Oh, so are you guys coming to any of the away games next year, or like have you talked to?
Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, because I know this year it wasn't too great.
Fingers crossed we can go to North Carolina.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say like
that would be cool.
Asking us about it. You guys excited to go?
Yeah.
I mean, if we do end up going, yeah, that would be really cool. To broadcast those, that would be really neat.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can make something happen with that. Rebecca, you're graduating though, but you'll still be around.
Yep.
So
that was another question I was gonna say. You guys.
Rebecca will find a way on the plane
graduating?
somehow.
Are you Reid? Are you a junior?
I'm a junior and I'm graduating in December, so I have a semester left after this.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I'm like gonna be a half senior, I suppose you could say. Yeah. And then we need to figure out who needs to take over the show.
Yeah, I was
going
to say who's filling the shoes.
I don't know. I have to find a new host. I have to find a co-host for next year.
I'll still be around.
Yeah, but like I don't want to drag you in here if you don't need to come around here because you'll have like a job and stuff.
Yeah, part-time.
Yeah, it's still a job though. I don't know. I have to start recruiting people. I'll have to make like a Google form for applications for it, and just start spreading it around. I don't know. Maybe I could get like Justin or Darcy to do it. Those guys can talk for hours.
They can.
Justin and I swear could have a conversation with like a brick wall.
Yeah.
Just like forever.
You got anything?
Yeah, I mean, speaking of like traveling for games and stuff, you got any summer vacations planned out? Anything big in the works?
Not really.
No, not really. I used to take a trip during spring break with my brother, but because we didn't have a full spring break this year, we couldn't.
Our 2-day spring break that we
got. Yeah. Thursday, Friday, there you go.
We at least got one. My brother, he goes to Carthage. He didn't get one.
Wow.
That's rough.
That's so weird.
Did they just go 16 weeks straight through?
No, so they still had like an Easter break.
Oh, okay.
But they didn't have spring break.
Yeah, some of my friends that go to like public schools back home, like they don't have any breaks because they normally don't get an Easter break being a public school. I mean, we're lucky because we're a private school and we get that. Yeah. But then, like, they didn't have a spring break either, so they're just, like, 16 weeks of class straight through, which...
Well, did you also have teachers that just disregarded the spring break and the
They kind of just
Easter
treated
break?
it as, like, a longer weekend, yeah.
Well, no, because, like, Morrow still had class one of the days, and he
What?
had no idea.
Can they even do that?
Apparently. I don't know.
Yeah, I missed
gosh.
like 2 or 3 quizzes because it was Easter Sunday and I didn't think to check my
Oh,
homework
no.
while I'm on Easter break.
It's like,
I
I
still
thought
have
they were
quizzes.
supposed to just, like, know that we have class off, but guess it's not
Oh my
off 'cause
gosh.
it's online.
That's rough. Yeah, that's the thing with the online classes is, like, they can just keep going. So, like, when does break start?
Yeah, and that's how we were actually talking about this in the section that like it's weird this year because it doesn't ever feel like we know when the weekend is. It's always like we have
That's
our
true.
classes and then we also have all the homework that we have to do over the
Yeah.
weekend. So it's not like any break or anything.
It's honestly been feeling a lot like, especially with like the games we broadcast for the other sports, like normally we'll have like a Friday, Saturday with game broadcasts. So it feels like some weeks I have like a 1 week weekend with just Sunday.
Yeah.
Because like Saturday just blends into the rest of the week.
Yeah.
And it's just like an extension of Friday. That's a weird thing with the online class. I'm glad we're going back to more in person in fall because it'll work with actually like having more of an actual schedule.
Yeah.
Which will be nice. Any other questions for us?
No.
No?
Not from me.
Perfect. Well, just shy of 8 o'clock. That was a good episode. Good 2 hours.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, guys.
Solid.
Brett Candra and Josh DiPego. Next week we'll have the Flyers leadership team.
Oh yeah.
That'll be that one is gonna be a riot.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Matt Ernsting, Dylan Parcel, Zach Bishop, and Matt Morrow.
Yep.
I almost
Good
blanked
job.
on it there. I don't know why. This episode will be up on YouTube by the end of the week. By Friday, it'll go, or on Friday, it'll go up. So make sure to listen there. Your mom can re-listen to it, Brett.
Of course.
And Josh, your dad can re-listen to it too to
Yep.
see if he has to put you on extra kitchen duty for anything you said, I suppose. But that'll do it for us. This has been the Dumb and Chase podcast on 88.1 FM. We'll see you next week.